Today in our tip of the week about how to create these stylistic effects using Photoshop. Of course, as I mentioned, you can use other photo editing programs as well. So first thing you want to do is once you've got that rendering done, you'd want to save that out as a JPEG file or some other image format that your photo editor can open. And then once you've done that, and of course you want to save it for both the sketch rendering and the photo rendering. And once you've done that for both, you would then open each of those up into your photo editing program. As you can see here, where both of these are opened up, they're both layers, and then you can control the opacity or transparency between the two so that you can actually see the rendering behind the sketch rendering and be able to have that combination together. Now we can also do special effects. We can take that composite we created and we can actually add an effect to it. It could be a watercolor effect, it could be a rough pastels, paint daubs, and many other effects that we can add as well. Now, depending again on what photo editor you're using may depend upon types of effects they offer, but of course they'll all be very similar in terms of offering these effects and what you can do with them. In this case, I would open up my watercolor effects preview. I could choose from some different options in here, control the brush detail, the shadow intensity, and the texture to create kind of a watercolor effect to give me something like this. And so that's the way you can try to take something that you create out of ARCHICAD, take it a step further, and give it an illustrative effect. Of course, it's not just limited to watercolor. I could also do a angled strokes effect on here, which can be really nice. It gives this kind of an effect to it, a much more illustrative type of look and feel. And I could also do something like paint daubs or dry brush, again, to add another level effect. And then I could decrease and increase the brush size, the brush detail, and the texture to change the clarity and the effect that it has on the image for what I want in the end.